What is going on, everyone, and welcome to Apex Applications' first product research video in our module 4, the UPC scanner. In today's video, we're going to cover one of the most practical tools in Amazon Wholesale, and that is understanding how a UPC scanner is going to save you a ton of time when doing the product research. Now, what is a UPC scanner and what is a UPC? Now, UPC stands for Universal Product Code. If you guys ever shop in any supermarket or local stores, you will see that we have a barcode right there under every product. Let me try to get it nice and focused. And that number right below that right there is a UPC. It stands for Universal Product Code. I'm gonna break down how effective a UPC scanner is and what we do after we do find a profitable item here on Amazon. Now, please understand this step is only after you have successfully obtained a UPC catalog from your suppliers. Not all suppliers are gonna give it to you right away. You might have to call or email them to make sure we get an actual UPC catalog. I will show you how they look like, but it will have an item description, an item number, a UPC, and a price per unit. Some suppliers may not have a UPC catalog. They might give you a login portal to their website or an actual physical catalog, which is your end to actually do the manual work and file everything accordingly to a spreadsheet using Excel or Google Sheets, so then we could actually upload it within our program. Now, the steps are pretty simple. Once we have a supplier's catalog, we're gonna head over to the vendors page in our Apex application and make sure that we add the new supplier. Then we're going to head to the UPC scanner in Apex screen and begin a new scan. That is where we can download the template, fill it in accordingly, and upload it to run the search. Afterwards, we can set some basic filters and move them to our database. This is where we can build purchase orders and analyze products much more in depth. And please understand, this is just the first round in our product research. There is a lot more to meets the eye when it comes to understanding our suppliers' profitability. Now, right here in our software, we're gonna head over to tools and go down to vendors. To add a supplier, it is very simple. All we're going to do is select add new and fill in this basic information. Your supplier's name, your website, how you choose to pay them, and of course, if they have any MOQ requirements, minimum order quantities. Maybe you need to spend $500, $1,000, $5,000 to actually make a purchase with your supplier. This is where you can input that information. After you have successfully added a supplier, we can click this pencil icon to fill in any available information that we want to fill out, such as the information from our sales reps, their phone number and emails. Most importantly, make sure you ask your supplier what the average lead time is and fill it in right here. This is going to help a lot with the organization of our restocking purchase orders. After we have successfully inputted all these fields, we can click Save All. Then we can go over back to Tools and head over to UPC Scanner. Now, when you click New Scan, we're going to select the supplier that we're going to be analyzing. So let's just say lead distributors, and then we're going to download our template. Our template looks like this. We have title, vendor SKU, UPC, unit cost, and case pack. And these right here are two examples of what a UPC catalog looks like. We have here the item number from our supplier, a description or title of the product, the UPC, price, and right here where it says quantity, this stands for case pack. So how many units come in a case? And of course, when buying wholesale, we're buying case packs. Now this supplier right here has a catalog that is, let's check it out, over 6,000 items long. Now, instead of doing these one by one research, we're gonna learn how we're going to use Apex application to quickly scan this entire list of products in just a few minutes and find only the profitable items that we want to resell. Now, all we're going to do is copy and paste. So we're gonna first copy the UPC, head over to our template, and paste UPC. Price, case pack. Now, item number and vendor SKU stands for the same thing. If your supplier does not have an item number or a vendor SKU, you can simply just copy the same UPC and apply here in vendor SKU. And description and title, we're just gonna paste it right here. Now, it's very important when we do the upload for our software that the first line is the exact template that you downloaded, and the second line right after it is the data that we want to be analyzing. So this right here, we're going to simply right click and delete. And now we can see that it's ready to actually be uploaded. Now there is some missing information. Some products do not have a UPC and some products don't even have a unit cost price. We're gonna be able to find that some products may be at $0. That is fine. That is just every supplier is different. If we do have an interest in buying that product, we're just gonna reach out to our supplier and make sure that we can fill in that information later, which I'll show you how we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna go head over to download and download as an Excel file. Now we could go back to our software and drag and drop. Then we click next. Now this right here is our sample of how it looks like. We're gonna search by UPC, Universal Product Code, and then we're gonna give it a name. Afterwards, we can press continue, and then the software is going to load up and actually give us all the possible products that it has found. So from this catalog, the software actually found us over 12,000 items, which is very, very cool. Now, I'm gonna do this one more time for a different catalog that we have obtained from a different supplier called Redstone, just to show you guys how we do this again. So I'm just gonna copy this column, create a new page, delete the first one. You need some basic skills with Excel and Google Sheets, nothing crazy, just the bare minimum of copy and pasting and being organized. Column F is our UPC line. Item description is our title. Item number, that is our vendor SKU. This right here is the unit cost price, even though it does not have a title. And if you see a different price, like right here we see 55.08 and 153, what this means is that each product will cost you 153, but it comes in a case pack of 36. So this right here is our case price. We want to focus on the unit price. And pack size is our case pack. Once again, first line is our template. Second line needs to be what we're going to be analyzing. And just like this catalog is 3,415 items long. We're going to File, Download, Excel, go back to our software. Now we can see here every time we upload a new supplier, it's going to give us different segments. This is the way that we keep organized. So we're gonna go back to New Scan, select Supplier, Redstone, drag and drop, next, UPC, give it a name and press continue. Afterwards, the software is going to load. Once the progress is nearly finished, we can click on it. Now, what the software has just done is it has found a matching UPC with an Amazon ASIN, which stands for Amazon Standard Identification Number. Now, I'm gonna quickly head over to Amazon because I wanna show you guys something that you guys will like a lot. Let me click on this product right here. So this product is an Arm & Hammer Ultra Max Unscented 2.6 ounce deodorant. Now, right here is our ASIN. It always will start with a B. And as you see right here, it sells 1,000 units per month, and this is a pack of 5. Now, if we head over to product details, you can see right here, this is the UPC. So the software is scraping the Amazon database, finding a UPC, and matching it with an ASIN. Please note that roughly 70% of the products on the Amazon marketplace will have the correct UPC. Sometimes when sellers are creating a listing or there's different bundle quantities, mistakes can be made. So you can actually find that some items do not have a UPC and some products may have both the incorrect UPC or multiple UPCs. So it's very important we double check our work here, and we're gonna head over to a new page and we're gonna do barcode lookup. Now, barcode lookup is a free website, which is going to be very useful for us to confirm the UPC is the product that we are searching for. This is very important to do before we actually buy the item and spend money with our suppliers to double check that this in fact is a 2.6 ounce and unscented. So whether it's a different flavor, color, or size, we want to be double checking before we actually make the purchase. Now, over here in our Apex screen, we can see that it has found some products. Some are in the red, some are in green. Now we have over 12,000 line items. So all we're gonna do is go head over to filters. Now this is not the part where you want to be greedy and find the best profitable items, because the Amazon marketplace is always changing. What you want to be doing now is moving as many products as possible into your active database, which will help you analyze products real time, 24/7, whenever you have a need to actually go ahead and make a purchase. So we're gonna select a minimum of 10 cents and a minimum ROI of 5%. Very, very bare minimum. And I'll explain why. If I were to be greedy, and greedy is not the right terminology for this, but for this example, if I want to be more fine-tuned and select only items that bring me $1 profit or 20% ROI for this example, we're gonna find that only a handful of items actually gonna meet that criteria. As you see right here, only 35 items. Well, what if there's other opportunities that we're gonna be missing out, such as different bundle packs or different brands that the company or suppliers may have that we want to further investigate? To do so, we wanna spread ourselves a little bit wide and do a little bit less than what our desired ROI and profits are, just so we could do this product research effectively. Now we have 215 products. And as you can see, the software will give you all the details that you need to actually make decisions on the purchasing. We can even see which products are already in our database, but that is for a next video. But we see here the minimum. We see here the cost price. As you see, some products have 0. And if I copy this UPC and head over to our supplier and actually find the product, you can see that in fact, our supplier did not give us a price for it. So if this is an item that actually checks out all the boxes, it's an item that makes us a lot of money, sells very fast, we then can reach out to our supplier and know exactly what our price is to later make those adjustments. I'll show you how we do that in the next step. But the only editable item that we have here is our package quantity, meaning that the bundle size from Amazon's marketplace, as you see right here, this is a 5-pack. So whether it's a 5-pack or a 2-pack or a 12-pack, this is where we can adjust it so our calculations run smoothly. Another cool tip is if we head over to the sales rank and filter from highest to lowest, we're gonna try to find items that are selling the fastest. If they have 0 in rank, that does not mean it's selling fast. Actually the opposite. It means that this product is poorly ranked and barely gets any sales. As you see right here, we're actually gonna be able to find it. This item is not even ranked. It has not even gotten a sale in the last 90 days. I want to find items that are closest to the number 1. Those are the fastest selling items that this supplier has for us. Now, by default, you will have 20 rows per page. Since we have 215 products, I'm just going to select 500 so we can make sure that all the products will fit in one page when we do our filters. And now I'm gonna scroll down to find the lowest rank that is not 0. So this item is one of the fastest selling items that our supplier has for us. Therefore, if I click it, I can see that it's selling 3,000 units per month. The brand is Trifecta Crop. And I can see here Trifecta Natural Growing is one of the sellers selling. So this is not a product that I would be interested in buying. But this is how we were able to find which are the fastest selling items that our supplier has for us. So if you see that there's some items that are ranked very well and the profits may be a bit too good, then we want to double check and make sure that everything is right. So this product, for example, we're making $35.77 in profit. I can click on it. I can see right here, this is a pack of 36. So I can adjust here the package quantity and type in 36. And then the software is gonna run its numbers to double check. And in fact, I am gonna lose money on this item if I were to buy it. That is how we do some of the product research in bulk. Please understand, we just uploaded over 6,000 items, and the software has found already 215 products within few minutes of what is actually selling, and we're able to find exactly the fastest selling items that our suppliers has for us. This is a pack of 4. So I could type in 4. The unit cost is 0 from our vendor. So that's why the calculation is not going to run. But if this is a product that I would be interested in buying because it's selling 200 units per month, I can reach out to my supplier and double check on the price to see if it is in fact profitable for us. Now, once we have this list here, what we want to be doing is selecting all of them and moving them to draft. Now, the reason why we have in our database active and draft is because active needs to be the final checked work. The products have the right price, the right package quantity, the right bundle pack with Amazon. So all of our calculations actually run smoothly and truly, so we know exactly what is profitable for us to invest in our business. When we move items from our UPC scanner to draft, this is where you can take your time to double check on every single product. And this is in fact a job that is required if you want to succeed on Amazon. So every single product you will have to click, check it out, check the Keepa graphs, check how it's selling, how it's moving, what the rank is, make sure that the bundle quantity is all true. Once everything is good and go, we press it and select move to active. And of course, if you don't like it, we can just delete it. Now, for you experienced Amazon sellers that already have a spreadsheet with ASINs and UPCs, that you already did some work previously with your suppliers, you can actually bulk upload directly in the database by selecting this and selecting your supplier. The reason why we select which supplier you're working with is so we could have our supplier tag. This helps us out when we're doing the research and we want to filter our database based on supplier to build a PO effectively with them. The only difference between this bulk upload and the previous one in green is we will have a line item where we choose the ASIN or Amazon URL because the work is already done. You already found that item. You already know the bundle quantity. So it's a little bit different, but again, this is for Amazon sellers that are already established in the game. Makes it a lot easier for people to actually do this. And of course, if you want to do one by one, we can select our supplier, paste here the Amazon link, UPC, case quantity, bundle quantity, even selecting what type of prep work is required for the product, and we could begin adding them one by one. So tons of ways to actually do this work. So as I mentioned, using a UPC scanner is one of the fastest ways to actually diagnose a very long catalogs and find exactly what is profitable for us. Understanding that roughly 70% of the products do have a matching UPC is very important, because if I know that there's a product that I'm interested in buying, I want to be doing a further deep dive. If I already know that my supplier or distributor carries a certain brand, this is something that we're going to do in the next video, which is a further deep dive on the products. And that is by using the Amazon Marketplace research. So for example, this product is a profitable item from our supplier. I know that my supplier carries Arm & Hammer. So I can just type in this product. If I'm gonna waste my time, invest my time into buying a certain UPC, I can see here that we have a 5-pack that sells 1,000 units per month. Now this is a different SKU, but we have another pack that sells for 11 units. It's a pack of 11 that sells 50 units a month. We have another one right here, it's a pack of 10. Unscented is another 2-pack variant, 8-pack variant. So we have tons of products to actually go ahead and research for. So that's in the next video, how we're gonna do a much more further deep dive into exactly how we can maximize our supplier to find exactly what we're looking for. We call that a reverse search. So once you know that a supplier carries a certain brand, we then go to the Amazon Marketplace and have a separate spreadsheet where we're actually finding the items that we have the most interest in acquiring and then reaching out to our suppliers to see if they can supply for us. This is a very interesting type of negotiation because you have a lot of leverage. You show a lot of professionalism because you know what you're looking for, and you get to find out more if that supplier is worth investing more money. Every time you spend money with your suppliers, that is a relationship being built. So you want to work with companies that are going to give you some long-term benefits and not just what they provide for you. Of course, to make the life a lot easier, if there are profitable items that your supplier has, just make a purchase. It's better to have some profitable items already in your business to build up that relationship and build up your sales account before even reaching out for further brands or products. So this right here covers how we do the product research using the UPC scanner method. In our next video, we're going to talk about a much more deep dive into a reverse searching. So guys, stay tuned and I'll see you all in the next video.